What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be going over another huge upgrade I got for cheap. And this is sort of like a tutorial to understand. A lot of you guys write questions, you write comments, and some of you guys answer your own questions in the comments. It's like, Gmias, should I try to lurk the auction house because it's a possibility that I can make a lot of coins? Absolutely. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know what it is. The possibility is there. You just got to get really, really lucky. A lot of things that go on, if you don't spend money in Ultimate Team in any game, it's a lot of luck that has to do with you being successful in the game. So right here, I'm looking through power-ups, which you guys should very, very often do. Just go to the tab, click on power-ups, and just see what the prices are. Because you cannot add abilities without power-ups, right? They're probably going to give us some of those old school cards that they did in Madden that comes with the abilities on them. But for now, you need the power-ups, right? So I immediately noticed this Micah Hyde. I'm like, hold on. What's this dude doing right here? Because I know he gets chemmed up to like an 85 speed or something. You know, I have to see exactly, you know, what am I willing to spend right here, dude? Like, the dude has a bid price and he has a current buy now, right? This guy's going to be one of the, you know, sought after like budget beasts because he has decent numbers and he has decent speed. One of the biggest things that happens with a new Madden is you get beat over the top a lot. If you guys have been watching any early Madden gameplay footage, whether you watch it, you know, on this channel or you've been watching GmiasWorld Gaming with my live gameplays, I got about 3 or 4 games that's going to be over there on GmiasWorld Gaming on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed there, please go ahead and check it out. You'll enjoy me raging because I'm getting dealt with accordingly. But with this guy right here, guys like Tyreek Hill and stuff like that, they're starting off the line with a 91, 92 speed if they're chemmed up. Depends on how psycho the players are that you're playing against, right? A lot of the players that are at the free safety position don't have suitable speed. He getting powered up to about an 85, that is decent right now. Would I like more? Yes. Is there a possibility I will rage sell this guy instantaneously once we go ahead and win these, you know, we're going to go ahead and win this bid? Yes, it's a high chance, you know, that I might rage sell this guy for somebody with 88, 89 speed, because speed is the key right now. Even when you look at like the zone coverage and stuff, a lot of these players are playing man-to-man coverage, which is insane to me because a lot of the players that you get off the rip, like a team captain that you could just power up immediately to like an 89, 90, them dudes, you put an ability on them, you breaking off that man coverage no matter what. So it's very, very interesting that people are just outright just coming out and just running man coverage. This is the situation though. I don't usually run man-to-man. The only time I run man-to-man is if it's a guy that's trying to beat me on slants to the inside and he's just an absolute idiot and he won't stop. The entire game, he just won't stop. I'll run man-to-man, pick him off, go up, and usually they'll just go ahead and concede. But usually it's post routes, it's corners, you know, you got flags, you got comebacks. It's a lot of different things that go on. So what I'm learning based on the limited time that I've had access to the game is that you're going to have to pretty much, you're going to have to be hybrid, right? Some of the times, you know, you're going to have to go ahead, put a guy in man with the zone over the top. You're going to have to do a lot of weird stuff. I'm just warning you guys now that most of the people, once the game is launched, they're going after Tyreek Hill. Like, immediately. Like, that's the guy because he's the kind of guy that's going to make it so that a bum will come out, and as soon as you do anything wrong, you're getting beat over the top. You see what I'm saying? You come out and cover one thinking it's sweet. You don't have a guy in a deep cover 2. You don't have your safety in a cover 2. You're done. Pretty much is what's going to happen. Now, when you come out in the cover 2, dudes will just start hitting you with the post right in the middle and to me, that's a lot more realistic that they fix that because usually the cover 2 would actually cover the post routes in Madden 20. It was like weird the way that they would run after it. Now, because everybody, the speed differential of the game is so off, even though some of you guys are like, yeah, they're lower speeds, it's still a slower feel of the game is what I'm saying. Not the individual speeds of the players, it's a slower feel. Like even with the menus and all that stuff, I believe that they'll go ahead and tune that up. So I'm not really worried about it. But right there, you guys got to see me go ahead and win my first ever bid in Madden 21. Now, you see his average price is about 4,400, whatever. Depending on how everything goes, as far as being able to add abilities, these power-up prices are going to more than likely go up for specific players. Because once we figure out an ability that really makes a difference, everybody's going to be after the power-up for certain cards that have the most speed that can get those abilities. So because he's one of those guys already right now, when we power him up, he's going to 85. You see what I'm saying? So we have to go ahead and look at that and understand, all right, look, This guy right here, he's one of the faster safeties. He has suitable numbers. Yes, his overall is a little bit low, but we're not really worried about that right now. I would like to have a guy with decent speed and decent attributes, so that way we can find out right away what really matters. Is the zone coverage a thing? Like, what is the real, you know, seriousness to the game, to where I know I can have a player there and not worry about getting dotted uncontrollably. That's pretty much what I'm looking for right now, because I need to understand. The one game that I've lost, I'm 3-1 right now, head-to-head, right? And I went into a game with my team. It wasn't even a 79 yet. It was like 78, and I was playing monster squads and winning, right? The biggest thing about it is I was able to send pressure, and I had no abilities on any of my D linemen. That has to change. Now we're just going through other corners and looking at, you know, their prices and seeing what's going on with it. We have a lot of work to do, because some of you guys are asking me, you know, Darius Slay, all this stuff. I think it's only going to matter based on the speed of the corner right now, and if you want to put abilities on them. If abilities are not your thing and you're just trying to put a corner out there, none of this matters. But once it's proven that specific cards needs abilities to be able to do anything, you're gonna find yourself in a situation like this, where you're hawking the auction house of power-ups, and the average price is gonna be very, very high. And EA is very, very smart for doing this. They are extremely smart, because now it forces you to go back to the base of the card in order to do anything with it. And then now, if we get lucky with power-ups, every power-up is just not, you know, just a regular trash card. Now it has value, everything changes. So at this point right now, I've given you guys so much insight, I can't take the time to actually go through the upgrading process, because that cost me with my EA trial. But for those of you guys that have been keeping up with the journey, you should know about DeMarcus Lawrence, you should know about Nick Bosa, you should know about Ed McCaffrey. Now, some of you guys are saying, what about Eddie George as a team captain? Should I go back and get him instead of Nick Chubb? I don't know at this point what's going to happen. Also, you guys saw that I pulled that power up with Christian McCaffrey. So there's a lot of different things that we have on the horizon. We just don't have the time to actually do it. But once the game is officially released and I start to break it down more, I think at that point, you guys will be a little bit more geared up and ready to go with it and understand it. But it's so early in the game. A lot of you guys are wondering about pressure. I took care of that. I showed you guys, look, we're going to add some abilities to our linemen because we need to get that pressure. You guys are absolutely right. Our next step is to kind of round everything out defensively, put the right abilities on our secondary, and then we have to attack the offense. Deep, you know, mid in, mid out, like, you know, all these other new things. They took away streak specialists because it was too OP. We got to find out which ones are going to work for us on a more consistent basis, and then we're going to start to grind, guys. They have no idea what's in store for them. We're about to put up so many points, it's going to be outrageous. But first things first, I pop a freaks all the honeys. Not that. We got to build, and we got to start from scratch. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.